Hello and welcome into the SorareData Football Strategy Show. I'm Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdinho on Sorare. Joined again, because we're back, by Sean Newsham, PSU fans too. Before we jump into anything, I just want to say thank you to everyone who was so angry at us for taking last week off. Honestly, it's not that we weren't working. We just weren't doing shows. But I'm appreciative of everyone who tunes in every week. And thank you to everyone who's joining us right now live and those catching up. You kind of get lost you lose your perspective basically when you do shows like all the time. We're doing like every week and we just kind of like keep pumping them out. And I just want to say thanks for everyone for tuning in and for being angry that we missed a show, because it means that we're doing something that at least people want to tune into. So Sean, we're back. How'd you enjoy the week off?
I mean, I saw Carlos Gil be great in person. So I mean, I don't know what else you can do to really surpass that. I had a good time. Germ is in here. Big thanks for Germ. Yeah. So just to make sure that everyone's aware, like we were not so rare on tour this week. We were. I don't know.
We were Germ on tour.
We were Germ on tour. Germ hooked us up in Dallas. We had a great time for the 52 minutes of the game that we got to see in Dallas. Unfortunately, we got hit with the rain delay, but it actually turned out fun because we had access to that area where we got them to turn on the Santos game, and we were able to watch like the last 20 minutes of the Santos game and penalties, and it was a really exciting finish that game was. So that was cool. Then
that was like a classic Sorare moment too, where you're like, I'm at this MLS game, but I actually would really like to watch this Liga MX playoff game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's too hard to get MLS games on TV anymore because you have to have Apple TV. Then you can only watch one game at a time. So, it's just a big pain in the butt. So big shout out to Germs. But yeah, we did not have Sorare on tour last week. We had SorareData on tour and then ourselves on tour. I don't know. But there was no Sorare on tour from our end.
Yeah. No, we're not big enough, Sean. We're not there yet.
We tried. We tried to go Sorare on tour, but
Yeah. Where was your Anfield invite? I didn't get one.
I don't know. I just
at least it lets us know where we are in the pecking order.
Tried to go to a baseball game. Couldn't go. We just
we'll not go down.
Got by a pool instead. Tough scenes.
ZM Star first in. Thank you for checking in. What is that? Oh, almost an hour early. ZM Star said, "Let us know if you're getting the new fiat wallet changes." We did, and now we don't. So we have no idea what's going on.
No clue.
But Ron Romero is here saying Sean will tell us to spend more money, right? We'll get there we'll get there. Scosmo, what's up? Soapsy is here. Levi's said, super happy with the fiat wallet. I actually think we will get into that a little bit because that is part of an announcement that came out today. But that's not going to be the core conversation today. Maybe it is. Who knows? John Andrews, Sorare Raul, Surface, good to see you. Zarchi is here as well. Oh, we got a lot of them. Victor Johannatan was such a long wait this week. Again, I appreciate that. Like I said, it means that we can, people are here. Tuggy's saying it's about time we got back to work, which is a little 50-50 on that. Pear Press, hello. Blue Tomatoes, what's up, everyone? I'm now falling behind. Harry Trades, what's up? Germ, yeah. So special
Harry got the Sorare on tour invite,
and he made sure that he scored an absolute banger while he did. Honestly, if you score 100, you should automatically, which I assume Harry did. Basically, every person I've talked to about that Anfield game was like, Harry Trades scored 100 easily, and so I think he should go to all of these if they do more of them. That's my take on that. Glenn, what's up? Germ, he's not angry, but because he already saw us. Shaforkle is here. Thank you, guys. How would I say this? Alberico? That's how I would say it, but thank you. Josh XL said, if I wasn't going to Milan, this week would have been a write-off. Wow. Who went to Milan? Oh, wait, Nep did, right?
Nep was in Milan,
yeah.
I think. I don't know.
David Alves, Chris. Wow. Thanks. I'm going to stop doing this because basically it's not. But Blue Tomatoes is right. Apparently Black is better than both of us.
He definitely drinks more than both of us.
We're not going to go down there. Mike, I am Andrew Laird. I'm the head of content here at SorareData. And that's Sean.
I'm Laird's boss at SorareData.
We'll see. Anyway. Oh, Mike Basson said he saw footage from behind the goal. There was a massive deflection on Harry's shot.
Whoa, Mike Baston just calling out Harry right now.
Harry, I think if you're editing the video correctly, you take the deflection out.
Yeah, 100%. You just
like nobody knows. Yeah. Oh, Josh XL said Net brought him to Milan.
There we go.
Net, such a nice guy.
There we go.
He actually sent me a message. He's like, "Hey, are you in Italy?" And I was like, "Why the hell would I be in Italy?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm in Milan." I'm like, "Everyone is going to games."
I mean, it's a good thing he was able to actually message you. I mean, it must mean you follow him on Twitter.
It was on Discord.
Oh, okay.
It was on
that makes more sense.
Fair enough, though. Net, excellent Twitter account. Everybody should go follow that one. But anyway, we are now 6 minutes in. We haven't.
Are we going to talk about the Carlos Gil goal that we got to see in person?
It sounds like you would like to talk about it.
I mean, who wouldn't like to talk about it? For all those that didn't get a watch, guys.
It's just funny because we're going to talk about it, but we were both there.
Yeah. So guys, if you want to see a good, I know we talk about Laird not liking to have fun frequently, and it's definitely a topic we bring up. If you watch the goal and you look behind the net after Carlos Gil scores his world-class weak-footed goal, because obviously he's a GOAT, you see a certain person in the stands jump up before the ball's even in the back of the net because they're just watching magic happen in front of them. And then about 3 seats down, you can see someone just sitting on their hands, not caring, and just sitting there. And then when Gil scores, you see the other person celebrating up in the air and the other person just sitting there with their hands on their laps again.
I like to take the side that I was being respectful to the home supporters. And that Carlos Gil was an away player, scores a goal, and some buffoon is going like this, going, yeah, turning around looking for high fives. Nobody is high-fiving him because it's the away team who scored.
Okay.
And I was there just respectfully being like, oh, that's too bad. I'm sure they'll come back. And Inter Miami did. Everyone went home happy. It was the best case scenario.
It really
Inter Miami won, and you got your Carlos Gil goal.
I agree with that. So there must have been some other person that was sitting by me at the Miami Heat game then. Yeah. I wonder who that was. Was that your brother? Do you have a brother named I don't know. I don't have another L named for.
I was disrespectful to the Miami Heat. I'll admit that.
So anyways, but yeah. So if you guys watch the goal, you definitely will get a chuckle seeing me celebrate behind Carlos Gil.
So, wait, hold on. Here we go. Blue Tomatoes asked if we sat in the home. We did not sit in the supporter section.
No.
But it was it was literally in Miami. So yeah.
I asked if we could show the video, but I was told that was not allowed. So,
well, YouTube really tells us it's not allowed. If we ever want anyone else to see this
so here's the question. I wonder. So we can't obviously show the video off of YouTube or off of Apple TV, but I wonder if we could show it off of the tweet I posted. But we're not going to do it because we don't have those questions. But I got to imagine if we showed it off the tweet.
Anyway, Sean thinks he's very famous because he's like a small part of a giant screen going like this when Carlos Gil scores.
I'm pretty sure I'm a large individual on that small screen.
That's fair.
But
Tony's also right. No Miami team has a supporter section. I'll be honest, they had quite a heckling section from what I witnessed when I wore the Knicks shirt at the game on Friday.
I will say, and Germ, if you're here, don't take offense to this. The Inter Miami supporter section was much larger than the FC Dallas supporter section.
This is a fact.
Their supporter section, I would say, was 60-70% full. The FC Dallas one was 100% full, but it was
tiny.
It was you have 3 seats in the corner, and that's the entire
stuck in the corner too. Yeah, that was a tricky one. So anyway, that was.
Germ just said what Dallas supporter section. They were actually not quiet. You could definitely hear the supporter section for Dallas. It was just a very small segment where they placed them.
I couldn't hear it over the thunder.
Wow.
That eventually canceled the game.
Yes.
So what we're really here to talk about today is spending more money on Sorare, which is really what we're all here for. And now we can spend in fiat or ETH, which is always nice. But the product roadmap update for May 2023 came out last week, and basically is now forcing collecting on us, which is really nice because there's nothing more organic than making people buy things just to get more XP. And I liked the idea of this. And then I started to not like it. And now I'm just like, okay, whatever. Now that we've had like a few days to kind of digest this, do you see yourself doing anything differently just for these collecting scores?
Nope.
Really?
Not at all. No, I don't think so.
I will say that we were all a bit confused, not confused, although Tuggy now is saying the explanation is so confusing.
To be fair, I still haven't even read it, and I read it like when we got it, when we were all sitting around the pool, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me at all, and then I stopped.
Yeah, so it definitely makes sense. I will say that I think the reason, this is going to sound awful, I think reading it, not that we didn't want to understand it, but I actually didn't leave this thinking, like every question I had, I was like, wait, does that mean I can do this? And then I like reread it and I was like, okay, they actually did address it. Because the initial response that we all had was, for any card you want to boost, just buy like all the limiteds from that team and you're fine. But that meaning if you have like a good rare or a good super rare, but because there's scarcity, these collections are scarcity based, that doesn't help. And so it helps you with all those limited cards, but not necessarily all your super rares. But then as we like discussed it more, it's like, well, does it even make sense for super rares? Because there are only like so many each season. And how many guys are you really going to buy? And I don't know. I have a few cards that fit under this. Like I have some number one serials. I have some jersey mints, and I have been getting offers on those. And I don't want to I'm not going to give away all of it, but I was like negotiating with someone about 2 cards that we both have. We both have like a version of this card of this player, but they're different seasons and they need it for a stack and I don't need it. And so like, how much should they pay to get that? And I think that's something we need to talk about and like consider, because you're basically buying XP. And we've kind of said previously, we thought that was bad if like you could use, but like with the boosts and everything, which I think people have already basically accepted because they're not so drastic, but that's really what we're doing here, right? We're just buying XP.
Yeah. So I think my main issue with this is that it's just like people are giving up XP to get XP in a different way. And I just like, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It's definitely going to give people advantage. Like Mark gets a massive advantage. Like he's just getting an extra 5% permanently, effectively on all Liverpool pool cards forever. Like that's pretty brutal in my opinion. Just like it I don't know. It's just something that's, and this isn't against him. Like this, I mean, he's done a good job and he's had a collection, which has led him to be in this situation, which now they're rewarding that he gets to benefit from. So like, there's no negative with it. It's just like, I don't know. To me, getting to 5% is really hard. Like, well, can we scroll back up here, Laird, to certain things? So like, yeah, let's scroll here. So like getting to like in the uniques, right? Like getting this stuff is impossible. Not like impossible, but like for you to get up there to a pretty high level is going to be somewhat difficult because you are going to have like 10 uniques on a team and they all have to be within the same year. I don't like the part where it's got to be the same year, maybe. I don't know. I just don't like, I just think it's stupid. Like, I don't know. Do you like it or do you not like it?
I get it. I get it. Blue Tomato is saying it doesn't count for uniques. It's my understanding they do, except the serial numbers and the jersey mint. Like the number ones and jersey mint don't count for uniques, but everything else does.
Well, no, he's saying look at the asterisk below, which says card scoring does not apply for unique cards.
But yeah, I take it as just these 2, though.
Yeah, so everything else I think still still
Yeah, everything else. Like you won't be able to get, what is that, 60, 120 points per card?
Yeah, for like a goalie, right? Like for a goalie. Because a goalie unique and like where they wear number 1, like it'd just be really favorable. But yeah, so like you look at like if you have 15 uniques from Liverpool, which obviously Mark does, and you basically are going to have the card in your collection, you're not going to list it. It's going to be one owner because I think he bought all of them. So all of a sudden you're at 40 points per card times 15 cards. Boom, you're getting 5% XP on everything. The issue for me is like, I mean, I just don't want that many. I don't care about limiteds personally. I do think you're going to need to have it to compete in limiteds realistically, because if you don't have super high end results for limiteds, like it's going to be rough. But like for rares, like I don't want to have. So I have a good example here. Like I have a Kimmich that is in my collection. I have not listed it. Has one owner, and it is his jersey number. So I have a six. I
didn't know you had a jersey mint.
I have a jersey mint Kimmich. That's what I won that one time. So I have a 70-point Kimmich card. But in order for me to get to like the 5%, I need to have like 15 Bayern rares. I just don't care that much to go have 15 Bayern rares. And then when you get to like super rares and uniques, it's a lot more difficult to get there. So I don't know. Like obviously I would rather have them, but
yeah. I like this idea from Scosmo. He said they could have scaled the points through scarcity. It's easy to collect limiteds, impossible to collect uniques. 10 points in limited equals 20 at rare, 50 to rare. I think I like that idea. I don't know if there's like what the sensible multiple is. Obviously, we've thought about this for about 5 seconds. So hopefully whoever, but I think that's something that should be considered.
Correct. I think that it's I don't know. I don't, since this is a good discussion point, because I saw this and we have glossed over this a little bit, and this has been overshadowed by this ZM Star. And let me preface this by saying this is so freaking stupid, and you haven't even seen it. I know you haven't seen it yet, but the legends and unique in Wales in the academy thing is so stupid. All right, so do you want to guess what lineup is winning the academy thing this week, Larry? Because I looked at this, so I know the answer.
I did not look, but I can.
So
I guess
M. Sagan is winning the academy. Do we have a leaderboard for it?
Yeah.
Perfect. You'll see it. He has 5 uniques, and they put up 550 points.
Ramiro, Rodriguez, Remy Cabella. Why did you not play Remy Cabella this week? Talizo and Berardi. They're all uniques? Yeah.
All uniques. So he's up by 80 points. Just a free. But like, I don't even think that's the most stupid part. I actually think that is okay. I'm not even going to complain about that part. Being able to play legends in there is just so freaking stupid.
You don't even need them.
I'm actually,
because obviously these have to be legends. Yeah.
Yeah, literally, yes.
Oh, and you can play 4 of them.
You can play 5.
Oh.
You can play if you're not playing legends in there, you're not going to compete.
No, yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe you can one week have 5 uniques that rip off 541 points. But like, what? Why are you able to play legends in this competition? Like, why?
What do they pay to? 500 spots here?
500. I'm currently getting 2 prizes, Laird.
2 prizes in the academy? Oh, because it's right, because you can do 3. Yeah.
I mean, I have one of which I'm getting a prize with Littman, who IX didn't play.
The fact that a rare and a limited have the same multiple too is really bad.
Yeah, that's stupid too. I mean, that's a whole different story. I don't think the multiples should be as high as they are, because it really does give a benefit for uniques. But like, why are you able to play legends there? Like, it's just so stupid. Like, look at all these lines. How many of these have every single one of these except for first place, where he played 5 legend? Like Sagan's lineup there is like a 20 ETH lineup that he ran in this academy thing
to win $500.
But like, look at all these other lineups for the most part: 4 legends, 3 legends, 5 legends, 5 legends, no legends. But like, so yeah, so like Nanzo is getting $5 because he
Because
doesn't
he
have
finished 6th.
5 legends.
Yeah, this could change too because Tadic has like there's a legend tomorrow also.
There's multiple legends.
Multiple legends. You're right.
So it's just like, I don't know. I think the whole thing's weird, to be honest. I don't even know why they're doing it. I mean, whatever. You could have just, I don't know. Like, I just don't understand why they're even doing that. Like, why are they giving $4,000 a week to the academy? Because I really don't understand it.
I hate to take this side, but I don't think it matters. Like,
No,
I appreciate the whole like you should just
like,
give this somewhere else and
well,
fine.
I
Like,
mean, I just don't care. Like, I mean, why are you? I don't know.
So this is where I go with. I agree here with Mike. The irony is naming it the academy suggests it's a beginner level and yet the most.
You are never getting a card in here unless you have legends or have like a bunch of uniques, which obviously like you don't have. If you have a 2-week gallery, you're not going to at $5 in there ever.
Like, is this a Wendell unique? Yeah. Like,
yeah. So Nando's running a Wendell unique, a Palacios unique, a Galese unique, a
Tapsoba
unique, and a Pencil unique.
Pencil, yeah.
Good luck.
So this is where I'm with Scosmo on this, that they could have just used Sorare coins in the academy and put the $4,000 in All-Star or something else.
I don't care. Like, they want to just give money for this, fine. But like, why are you allowing people to use legends in there? Like,
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's not a bad spot if you want to spend like $150 on 5 limited legends or 4 limited legends, and then hope you get some money out of it every once in a while. Because like,
realistically, the most you're getting is $5.
Look at Sariko's lineup. Are any of those legends super rares? Or are they all limiteds or rares? Limited. So yeah, just 5 limiteds could get you up to like 3rd place.
That's $5.
That's $5. So, and I'm assuming they don't cost that much.
They probably cost more than $5.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Those are the shitty legends. Well, actually, who are the other legends he has there?
They have XP also.
Di Stefano. But yeah, like, these are not good legends. I don't think that would be very much. But again, it's
$5. What do you mean?
Stupid.
Yeah, I think Surface said they said the academy will be an experiment grounds for other types of contests, and Mike was saying they wanted to see how many people are interested in ETH only. I don't think this has any usable like research to show like what people want.
Correct. I agree with that.
I think this is really dumb.
Like, it just doesn't show anything, which is fine. It doesn't need to show anything. It's just like,
I originally sided on the side of this was already a competition that we all threw cards in and like it didn't matter, and now they're putting money in it, so like great, but
I changed my lineup.
They should have put this money elsewhere.
Yeah, my normal lineup would be a lineup that is like cards I want to gain XP. Now it's literally I'm just throwing as many legends in as possible and trying to collect my $5.
Yeah, but a lot of people were using legends to train their cards anyway. Because you get double XP in this contest.
Yeah, well, now I'm literally not training any cards. I'm just running all legends, and I'm
just you're training your legends.
I'm just trying to get my $5. Because why wouldn't I try to get my $5?
You're right. Did you hit the limited threshold this week?
I think I did. I think I actually had a shot at the rainbow of thresholds, but I did not hit super rare.
Oh.
But I had a shot. I had a shot and it just didn't come through. Let me check. Here, Laird. I got the all right. So I got 240. I'm actually getting a card in Cap 240 limited, Laird.
Ooh.
There. I got a threshold in Cap 240 rare. Did not in super rare and got it in unique.
Okay. That's fair. I do want to point out one thing back to this collecting thing that everyone's like, boy, this really helps Mark. Now he's going to have all these super things. Can we call out Quinny too?
Yeah, well, anyone that has like team stacks and stuff. But like,
sorry, somebody mentioned this before that I think it was Mike. It's usually Mike with a good comment, but how it felt like there was occasionally there was like an anti-stacking thought, and they want to like get people away from stacking, and now they add this, which fully encourages stacking, and now all of the J League cards, or for now, are all in like 5-player bundles, which is just like adding to the stacking. Are they all like single team?
The J League cards aren't in bundles. At least the super rares aren't that got put up today.
I thought they said they were all going to be bundles.
Yeah, they said it, but that's because I went to look this morning. But like, if you sort J League, I don't know if the rares are. Yeah, the rares aren't either. So literally just limiteds are.
These rares are.
Yeah, but that was a team that was already in bundles. Antlers have always been in bundles.
Have
Antlers,
always?
I think. What?
Always?
Yeah, Antlers. Yes, because I one of the first bundles I bought was like a Matoma. Or no, not Matoma. It was like I bought a bundle back in the day that was like Antlers guys. It was like Shomadoy and Wanalano and guys like that. Urawa is also in bundles.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, like so you see here that the most rares and super rares are not in bundles. Literally, unless it's like one of those. So like that means what they said wasn't true.
Ooh, the GOAT.
Or they like meant that only limiteds would be in bundles, and they just screwed up their communication again, which we come to expect that. So
that is kind of weird. Didn't they? I don't know. I thought they might have said something about that. Let me see if I can find it. Welcome back, J League. As part of our agreement, all initial club auctions will be available in a 5-player bundle of limited cards.
So maybe like who knows? I don't know.
That's just such a weird way to put it, or why like you would only
just weird communication.
Yeah,
it's like I don't know. I don't have an answer for you because I went and checked because I was curious like what they would be doing with bundles from like super rares and stuff. But yeah.
And Connor saying there are no 1 of 1,000s in the bundles.
Interesting. By the way, for those wondering, Laird got me sick on the trip. So per usual, when I leave the house, I have gotten sick.
How did I get you sick?
Because you were just there.
Oh.
You probably coughed on me at some point. Hey, we have the same Yeti.
Does they need ChatGPT to make the press releases?
We have the same Yeti, Laird. Look at that. Oh no, yours is different. Mine has like a change at the bottom.
You have like that's funny. You have the one that goes in a car cup holder and then you never leave the house.
Yep, pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate assessment of the situation. Laird, I haven't been in my house for like 10 days though.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, I've been out of the house for like 10 days in a row. I think my body just gets sick when it's out of the house. It's like I need to go back to the house to recharge. My body is like a electrical device that needs to be charged, and the house is my charger. I got home. My wife's like, "Yeah, you're home." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go to bed."
Sean.
Yes.
How much should I pay somebody to get a Ki Sung Yang 2022 super rare, since I have the 2023 and I have 2022 of Na Sang Ho, Lee Hanbum, and Osmar?
So what would it move you to?
I don't know. Let's see. I think I'm first.
By the way, did you see that you moved him to a DNP again? Or not DNP, but a sub. Key subbed again this weekend.
So did Na Sang Ho.
It's unfortunate for you, Laird. Yeah, but Key sub midweek, so I figured he was going to be good to go.
So let's see. So 10 points for each. I haven't listed them. 20. Some of them are up to 40, and I have 4 of them, right? 3 of them.
So you're like 160 points, 170 points.
So I'm nowhere close to 250.
No, so you're at so there's realistically no. Well, it would buy it, I don't know. It would get you like it wouldn't get you anything. It would just be the same card because you're just within that level.
Right.
So I don't know if it's worthwhile. That is part of the thing that I don't think some people understand is like getting to 5 is pretty difficult.
It's really hard.
But like getting 2 is not that hard, or even 3 is like reasonable, but getting to 5 is like quite tricky.
Yeah, but like 2's not nothing.
No, I mean 2's better than
people
0.
are using Sorare coins to boost for 0.5%.
Correct. Well, we don't know the value of the Sorare coins yet. So I mean, technically, but this goes over. This gives you like the ability to go over the bonus.
Mike Basson saying this is getting back to when we used to swap cards to ones with lower XP to keep them under the card levels. Swapping this season for last. That's one of the funniest things I always thought about, or like laugh about when like Black talks about it or Jimmer, where they were like, yeah, I have this like 9% Vanakin, but I need a 4%. Who wants to trade me? It's like, oh, that's not true. That's not good. Scosmo saying 2% is the max realistic target.
That's not true. That's not true. There's
really?
Definitely going to be people that have 4 or 5%.
Yeah, but I think realistically, most people will get 2%.
Yeah, but that makes getting to like 4 or 5% that much more important because you like it's well worth it in that situation.
Yeah, I wonder how many people can actually get there with super rares.
Not many with super rares.
Right?
Rares more people would get to. So like for me, it's more of an interesting perspective of like the only cards I realistically care that much about is the super high level cards that are almost always is like almost always going to be in your high level line. So like for me, it'd be like my Gil Super Rare. If I can make my Gil Super Rare worth like 15%, like that's valuable to me because he's almost always going to be in a big lineup and it helps. Like for example, if I had 5% bonus on my Gil Super Rare this week, it changes a 4th place in All-Star Rare Pro into a 2nd place. So all of a sudden, like that's worth like a full ETH, right? So it does matter. But like, do I care about some trash can card? No, not really. Like do I care about like I don't know, like I have
like, are you going to really go out and buy Revolution super rares from 3 years ago?
No, that's the problem. But like rares, maybe like let's have a Chemic rare, right? And this is going to be a bad example because I'm going to use a Carlos Gil rare. Let's have a Carlos Gil rare that's at 10%, and I could go buy. There's got to be some cheap guys on New England. That's the reason I'm using New England instead because it doesn't work as well for like Bayern because all the guys are going to be really expensive. So let's go to.
Is your Gil rare at 10%?
I would imagine so. If not, it's probably like 9.5.
I know mine is 9.5. Quick thing before you jump in. Surface, the super rares, everything has to be same year.
Yes. Same year, same team.
Same team, too.
But like, so, I mean, I guess no one's that cheap on New England, but I was hoping that someone would. So like, here's an example, and I'm going to use him.
What year do you have, though?
I think I have 2 years ago. He was one of the first super rares I actually bought.
Do we even have years yet?
I don't
think we do.
But so like here's the example I'll use. Tommy, but yeah, if I want to, like, right, like Tommy McNamara, I could go buy it for like 0.05. I don't have that year though. I have the year before that year. I have Big Head Edition, like original Big Head Edition, I think.
Oh,
I think I have the season before that.
Like this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
But like that's part of the issue, right? So like super rares, yeah, so Nanzo brings it up, and I think it's pretty accurate. Unless you're a genuine collector, the collection game is a distraction from a sensible SO5 gallery building strategy. I agree. That's why I won't do it. But like, so here's an example. Omar Gonzalez is 0.003 ETH, which is like what? It's like $2
for a limit for a rare.
For a rare.
Yeah.
I don't think he was on the Revs at this time, but I'm just going to use him as an example anyways. So like, let's say I had last year's rare of Carlos Gil, and I look at Omar Gonzalez, and I could buy Omar Gonzalez for 0.003 ETH, which is $5. So if I buy 20 Omar Gonzalez for $100, that will give me a 5% bump on Carlos Gil.
Nope. You can only use one player. Like it's only one per player, one card per player per team.
So I can't buy 20 Omar Gonzalez's?
You can absolutely buy 20 Omar Gonzalez's, but only one will count for your collection.
See, no, that's not how I read it, Laird. I read it as that you only can get XP on one Omar Gonzalez.
Nope, it's only one player card per each player card contributing. Hold on. Yeah, there's a maximum of one player card per album.
Oh.
See, all of the answers are in the write-up. I promise.
Yeah.
All of we have a lot of questions, but I have yet to see a question that was not answered in the release. I want to give Sorare credit for this, even though we all read it and we were all very confused. I think we were almost like, we're trained now to like read these things and just be confused, but the answers are here. I promise.
Yeah. So then, all right. So I literally don't care at all about this. I won't buy any cards for this. Like maybe if I sit there and I look at myself and I'm like, oh, if I buy this random card for $5, I'll get an extra % permanently on whoever. Maybe I'll do that. But like,
so Skazma is saying, I think the optimal strategy for SO5 is to buy one of the cheapest club player alongside your guy, so Omar Gonzalez, to get to 40 points and add an extra 1%. The problem is that it takes 90 days. Like you actually won't ever get to 40 with if you buy that Omar Gonzalez rare from 3 years ago, the highest it will get is 20 points.
Yeah, correct.
And it's 10 now and 10 more in 90 days because you bought it off the secondary market, so you're not the max one. You're not the first owner. It's not a special edition. Special edition Omar Gonzalez card would be hilarious. It's not a number 1 and it's not a jersey mint.
Well, how many points do you need to get to 1%?
34.
Oh yeah, so but you have 2 cards there. You're not counting the Gil. So if you had Gil, you'd get 20, and then Omar Gonzalez, you get 20, and that puts you at the 1% bonus.
But you won the Gil?
It doesn't matter.
Well,
as long as you have all you gotta do is get to 40, Laird. You're thinking
but if you're the first owner, you're already at 40.
Yeah, no, I think he was talking about if you just have a random Gil. I actually did win my Gil. But
did not?
Yes, my Gil is at a permanent 1% bonus. Do I actually have to? Here's another question that I haven't even looked at because I just don't give a shit. Do I actually have to go and put cards in a thingy?
The answer is yes, but I think they said that they would to start. They will do it for us.
Yeah, but they're gonna screw that up for sure. Where'd I even go for this? Collections?
It's not even active
yet.
They haven't even done it yet.
But so I actually have to go to this page, and so literally every card effectively is going to have at least 1% bonus. Like most cards of okay, a lot of people will have 1% bonus because any card you won, you immediately have 1% bonus.
Yes. Not immediately. After 90 days.
No.
Yes.
No, because if you win it, you didn't list it or transfer. Oh, transfer because it transfers in
the last 90 days. Unless that doesn't count. Unless the transfer from Sorare to us. So there is the first question. That is not answered.
There you go. But so I literally am going to have to go to the collections page and drag every single one of my cards
maybe
to a spot and be I'm placing my Carlos Gil in my collection.
Maybe. Germ was asking, is the first owner same as the only owner? What if I buy back a card I was the first owner of? It's not first owner. It's max 1 owner. So if you buy back a card that you won, you obviously had it from somebody else. So it's had more than one owner. I also, Johanneton was like, and you can't list for 90 days. I wonder if offering the card in a private transaction is counted as listed.
It should, based on how they do other stuff. I don't know. I'm more like, do you know how annoying it's going to be, Laird, if you have to literally go and create the collections of all the cards in your gallery?
I'm going to guess that the collection is created for you, like to start, and then you'll have to do it. I think it will be interesting to see if people have like duplicate cards, whether they move cards in and out of the collection.
But so I'm literally
only one
going
will
to have
get the collection score.
So you're telling me like this card, like in theory, this stupid thing was set up today. Let's just pretend. You're telling me I'm going to have to go and move the cards that I win into my collection after this game week going forward.
I think that's what they said.
That sounds like people are really going to enjoy doing that every week.
I think you are way off on that. You will hate it, but not everyone wins 15 cards a week.
It doesn't matter if I win one card. I don't want to do that. That's stupid as shit.
Sean, it's fun.
It's not fun. It's literally the exact opposite of fun. Also, I want to.
Scosmo's saying they'll be automatic, but I don't know if they're added. Maybe it's if you have duplicates, you have to decide. Duplicates are automatically replaced by the best qualifying card.
I don't fucking understand that at all. The funny thing is, they're going to implement it, and we're still going to be confused because, like, we're not going to know if what they implement is a mistake or not a mistake. Right? Like, we're going to be like, was this intentional? Is this not intentional? Like Academy, is being able to play your legends there intentional, or was it just a complete oversight, stupid mistake? Like, my guess would be it's that, but I don't know.
I have another question. I know Dan, I don't know if Dan watches this show, but Dan, if you're listening.
Hi, Dan.
Each licensed club will have one collection per season. Is that currently licensed clubs or ever licensed? Meaning,
so, yeah. So, like, is there no Monero? Like, you can't have a Monero collection. You can't have it.
I would assume it's whenever they were licensed at a time.
Oh man. And another thing here, you'll actually appreciate this. I think you're going to actually appreciate this.
Okay. Sam was saying, I think it's an interesting question. Is this fun for them? I think it could be. Sam, I'm going to have fun with this.
You have who's interesting fun for who? Like Sorare team? Like as the Sorare
users. Like, will this be fun? Like when they're thinking, when they came up with this, the question is like, will this be fun? I'm going to have fun with it. It might be spiteful fun, but damn it.
Here's another thing. Oh, he said, see his previous comment.
As others have stated, this is mostly a feature for limited users, which admittingly is a large portion of the platform, but maybe not this audience. I disagree.
I don't think limited users want to do this shit. Also, let's
John, this is part of the game that's fun, which is why you don't care about it. I know you give me shit for like not having fun, but when it comes to Sorare, you do not have fun.
Time out. I do have fun. I have way more fun than you. Do we have to show the video of Carlos Gil scoring goal and showing who has fun and who doesn't? Because tell you who did, me, and who didn't, you. So anyways, let's clarify this for everyone so that they're aware. Laird is saying he's going to have fun with this. In reality, he's going to bitch to me privately about how stupid this is while still doing it. That's exactly how this is going to go. So honestly,
I already do this. I already had like a collection of my River Plate cards.
Okay, so here, this goes into my other comment that I know you're going to agree with this. If we're doing this dumbass collection stuff, why is there not like a collection bonus for having a rainbow of a player?
Oh, Sean, I think that should come.
That is like even better, I think, than like this.
I don't disagree with you. And yeah.
The issue is it's
Mike's asking if this will get me back into limiteds. Honestly, if the rainbow thing came back, that was the one thing I regretted recently about selling all of my limiteds, that it killed a bunch of my rainbow. And I was like considering buying them back just for that. If they did rainbow bonuses, I am in.
Yeah. I don't know. This whole thing just is very confusing to me.
What's confusing now? I thought we
Literally
hashed it all out.
You still can't tell me with certainty that I'm gonna have to go drag players into shit.
Scosmo saying everything will be done for us.
Do you for sure know this, Scosmo? Like, has this been posted somewhere that that's the case? Because otherwise, I think you're making an assumption out of Sorare, and you know what happens when you assume, Scosmo. Except for me in this situation is replaced with Sorare and Scosmo.
Honestly, if it was not done automatically and you had to do it manually, I'm doing it happily. Let me look at my cards, see which collections I have. I'm in. This takes away the constant like, oh, I'm never winning anything, and there's nothing else fun to do on Sorare. Like, this is fun. Oh, Mike Basson, the Rainbow has to be the same season. Like, I'm cool with that. I think that's fun.
Yeah, it's not fun at all. It's literally the exact opposite. It's something that makes me look at it and be like, this is so stupid.
I agree, and I would have absolutely guessed that you would have found this stupid.
I think a lot of people will find this dumb as shit.
I think you'll find like 12 people and assume it's everybody.
I don't think that's the case at all. I think there's going to be quite a substantial amount that are going to think this is dumb as shit.
What part do you think everyone will think is dumb?
Then they're going to look at a lineup and YNWA has 5% more XP on all of his cards than you do in a lineup, and it costs you winning stuff.
Yeah, I'm on the side that he deserves it.
Yeah, I don't
because
think
he built this collection.
Again, I think you'll think that. I would definitely have thought you'd think that, and other people will disagree with you. Based on what I've seen in the past, when someone gets rewarded something for being a whale, people don't like it, Laird. That's something I've learned on the platform. So the fact that this is literally just going to benefit whales is probably something that I think quite a few people will be unhappy about when they look at it.
Does it actually benefit whales or just benefit Mark? Like, no, what other whales are benefit?
Benefits whales. I have a lot more ability to go buy players than you do.
It's certainly easier for you.
No,
it's not. But the whole game is easier if you have a bigger budget.
It benefits whales and the ability to just go spend more money. See, guys?
That exists already, though.
No, yeah, and it now exists in another way that helps them even more.
Like this. I think Andy deserves to get an extra 5% on all his St. Louis cards because he spent all that money for the one-ups.
Great. Cool.
Yeah. My only where was I going?
Let's ask you a question, guys. Are you happy that other people are going to have 5% bonus when you do not to their cards?
I think the number of people who have the 5% bonus is so much lower than you think.
No, I don't think it's very high. I don't think it's very high in a lot of
like it's completely, what's the word I'm looking for? Inconsequential. Is that a word? Yeah. I think to nearly 100% of the people on the platform, it will not be noticeable. Yeah, like, I don't think anyone is going and being like, man, I can't believe I lost to that Liverpool stack because of the collection bonus. Like, nobody's checking XP on cards anyway.
Looking for Food just said, unless YNWA is competing in second division limited, he doesn't care.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, can't play his Liverpool stack there. Hey, Mark?
So Chauny said that he doesn't mind benefiting whales. Chauny, there's a lot of people that don't mind benefiting of whales, but there's a lot of people that do.
You are a whale that just admitted that you are not going to buy a single card to help your collection score.
Yeah, I don't care.
Do you think other whales would? Nanzo said he wouldn't do it. Like, who's doing it?
I'm sure it doesn't even matter about some doing it. Like, some will just naturally have it happen because they have huge galleries that like they spend a lot on.
But like, it almost does not affect everyone else on the platform.
I mean, anyone can go buy the cards. I mean, I'm fine. I don't give a shit if people that spend money on the platform get benefits. Like, I have no problem that those are the people that get benefits. Like, I'd much rather those people get benefits than someone that spends $0 on the platform. But I think that collecting, so Least, I can't see the rest of his name, but Least Mantella just said what's the issue with rewarding collecting? My issue with rewarding collecting is the actual rewarding of collecting in the gameplay aspect of it. I have no problem if you reward collectors by like, hey, if you own the whole team collection or whatever, yada yada yada, you get tickets to a game or you get the Liverpool experience. Things that don't actually impact gameplay. Because by doing it with the gameplay perspective, it starts shifting the balance of gameplay into something that like people don't really have control over to some extent. I know Laird's going to say they could just go do it, and they can, but like you can't just like a lot of people can't just go buy thousands of dollars worth of cards to hit their collection score, whereas like others can. So like from an actual gameplay perspective, it'd be like an NBA game where, all right, hey, you get 5 points to start the game. And that to me is where you get a little bit tricky with things from the gameplay perspective. I'm all for rewarding collecting. Like I think that's fine. Like that's cool. I just would rather it not be from a gameplay perspective.
So you want like a clear separation between collecting and the game and the fantasy.
Yeah, or have like competitions where like or like have like a specific competition that's designed for collectors. And like I don't know how you set it up because I don't care enough to think about it. Flame Flowing actually asked a good question here that I'm curious your opinion on. And to be fair, let me also state this. I think a lot of the things being done on the platform is for one purpose, and that one purpose is to keep cards off the transfer market as much as possible. So Flame Flowing asked the question.
Like the secondary market.
Secondary market, yes, yeah. Sorry, secondary market. So Flame Flowing asked the question, does it help with reward dumping or increase buying on the platform? And to me, I think it will definitely decrease cards that go onto the secondary market to some extent. Because if you win a card, in theory, like I think they're intentionally doing it, Laird. I don't think they're going to count a transfer from Sorare as a transfer. I think if you win a card, it's going to count with a 40% XP, so you automatically get 1% XP bonus. So I think that they're going to have it to set up like that, where there's incentive to like not just go list the card as soon as you win it.
So you're saying
I think as soon as you win a card, you're going to have the 10 points for card in the collection, the 10 points for card was not listed or transferred in the last 90 days, and 20 points for the card has max one owner.
So a 6% card, basically.
You're going to get 40 points when you win a card, which is effectively that 1% bonus. That's what I think that they're going to do. Maybe not. Maybe not. If they don't do it, then you'll have 30% bonus right away. But I think they're going to set it up. Like, why else pick 35, right? If you pick like 35,
sure, yeah.
You're saying like if you win that card right away, like you get that bonus. If you transfer, you don't get that bonus. So like I think they're trying to incentivize people to not just list it right away because you get an extra 1% immediately.
I think that's reasonable. I think, yeah. I mean, literally everything they're doing is to keep cards off the
another good question, Maddie Sober, and I think this is actually interesting. This actually could be a cool way for them to do this too. Do you guys think the collection XP will be the XP that counts in cap modes, and by that it can become a key part in reaching the threshold? That's actually a really good idea, Maddie. Where like if you have collections and like you're building your collection, you get those extra XP in thresholds. Because like imagine some of those times where you end up like a point or two away from the threshold, those extra like 2-3% XP that you might have on cards from this collection aspect, like that could get you a threshold where it didn't get you a threshold otherwise. So I actually find that interesting.
But do you assume it's only the collection XP score? Like the collection bonus?
Maybe that's the only XP they'll allow. They'll allow like they'll allow card year bonus. I think they'll always allow like a card year bonus because they want you to buy the new year card. So like by doing that, they will allow that. So I can see starting like next season.
So actually, but they don't really have to do that because theoretically, new cards, if you get an auction or a reward, that's already 1%.
No, but they're going to give you that 5%. The 5% is huge.
Yeah, but I'm saying they don't really have to give you the 5%.
Yeah, they do. They don't have to, but if they give you 5%, that's like a massive.
Oh, sure.
Like 5% compared to 0 is huge. Like if you have if you have 5 players with a 5% bonus, like that could get you 20 points on a week. That's huge.
Surface is saying it only counts in contests that have XP, but Surface, they're saying that they're looking at adding XP into cap modes. Maybe sometime.
So Chris said to hit 5% is really hard. Like only a couple of people are able to hit that in limited. I think a lot more people will be able to hit it in limited where the cards are just not that expensive and you can get a full team collection if you want to.
I would make the argument that the people who can easily afford that don't want to spend it on limiteds.
Correct. I would agree with that.
Like I don't know. I was always on the side that I didn't like the idea that you should benefit just from like buying stuff, which this totally falls into. But there is a way to benefit just by not, like if you just happen to win cards from the same team in the same year, then you're at least benefiting from that. But I don't know if I'm actually buying any cards to help. Like, I think this is a side benefit that those who want to take advantage of it can, but most of us won't. And I'm like, that's why I think it's okay. I just don't feel like the XP, I don't think there's going to be a noticeable XP difference. Like when people come up short on a reward or on the threshold, well, not threshold, but they come up short on rewards or they come up just short of a podium or whatever it is, people don't go to whoever's ahead of them and is like, man, I lost because their Wendell had 13%. Like people just, I don't think people care. You just get the players that score the most points in the fantasy game and the XP will take care of itself. That's why I don't think this actually matters as much as everybody thinks it does.
No, I mean, I don't think it matters that much. I think it matters a little bit. I don't think it matters as much in the issue is that
like if it doesn't matter and you can like pay to get more cards from the same team, you can collect and that's your strategy, like that, I think that's fine. I think it actually will lead to more mistakes or at least lead to more bad strategy than good, where people are like, well, I could buy this card, but I have 3 guys from this other team for the same year. And so I'll buy this other card that's not as good, but because of the collection bonus, and it'll turn out that that's actually the bad move, but they do it anyway because they think the collection bonus will pay off.
So one thing I want to talk about is Jumpshoot brings this up. He says, so trading cards also a no-no now. That kind of sucks. I don't like this from that idea. And like, I also think there's a, like the list or play situation is also like, they're doing things that are like dissuading you from trading and or selling cards, which I understand why they're doing that, but I also don't necessarily think it is great to be like, hey, selling cards is bad, or hey, trading cards is bad. Like, I understand why they're doing it right now, but I don't know if that's like the best thing long term.
I'm not sure I followed that last part.
It's like they're telling you like not to sell cards or
sorry, yeah,
they're literally dissuading you from because like you're not going to list a card here unless you definitely want to sell it, because you will then lose your, again, that's why I think you're getting that 1%.
Yeah, I mean, it really only matters if you have other cards already, I think.
I disagree.
Like what did I win? I won a Ramiro Montero rare card this past game week.
Yeah.
I have no other players from San Jose from this season. And I didn't hesitate selling that card.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, that's because like if you want to sell that card, but literally the second you listed it, you went from a 1% bonus, 6% to 5% bonus immediately.
From a card I was going to sell anyway.
What?
It was a card I was going to sell anyway.
Yeah, like, if you're in a situation where you're looking at your cards and you're like, I don't really know if I want to sell this card, you are now not going to list it because it hurts you from this perspective.
That's why you can use the new SorareData market tag.
You can. I'm still waiting for your video on to explain it all.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
See, guys, this guy tries to tell you he wasn't on vacation. Come on. Come on.
Chris said, I actually think this is improving the secondary market. I'm already looking for cards from previous season to complete my collection. You can only get those cards in the secondary. That part is true.
That's valid. That's fair. That is fair. I agree with that. It is helping older season cards from the secondary. It's more so from a reward perspective. Like when you win rewards, I don't think they'll immediately go up for sale like right away. It'll take a little bit of discussion point to have.
Yeah,
and it also helps the auction market, which is obviously what they care more about, because as soon as you win an auction, you get a lot more XP with it, or a lot more of these points with it than you would have if you bought off the secondary.
Yeah. I guess like the other thing, I'm trying to think, because it obviously disincentivizes you to buy current season cards from the secondary market.
Correct.
Because you'll never be the first owner.
Correct.
But it also means you have to wait for the auction, which for rares and super rares means you might be waiting a while.
No, rares. Rares, you're getting one within a week. I think rares, you pretty much get one within a week. Super rares, yeah. Super rares, like you have no idea when you'll get another auction.
Right.
Rares are okay. You typically will get a rare every week or so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a fun wrinkle, though. I'm excited about it.
I'm not going to say it's a fun wrinkle. I'm going to say it's a wrinkle. I'm not going to say it's fun yet. I'll see how it's handled. I think it's. I
honestly, like, I mean this with all due respect. I literally do not see a path where this goes where you enjoy this. Like, I can't see it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no upside to it. There's literally no way that it would be enjoyable to me, because like the ceiling of this is like, who gives a shit? That is the ceiling of this thing.
For you, I believe that.
Yes. For me, that is the upside. Like the upside is like, oh, this exists. Like I literally don't even know it exists. That's literally the upside of this to me.
Yeah. I can't wait until you accidentally hit one of these 750 points, 5%. And you're just like, I love collecting. Let's go.
No, I'm pretty clear when I think things are stupid, even when I take advantage of them, because like they're there. It's like the academy.
Do you think this is better or worse? Like, what is better, this collecting game or Legends in the Academy?
Legends in the Academy is way more asinine. But like again, I'm winning currently, Laird, $10 from that, and I think it is dumb as shit. I think it is so stupid.
All right, that's fair. Chani's on my side on the collection bonus. Chani, we'll do a show and just talk about how great the collection bonus is. I don't need Sean's negativity about how dumb this is.
I'm getting suspended again in like a month, so Chani, you can fill in for me mid-June, Chani. Mid-June, you can fill in.
What's worse, the collection bonus or going outside?
Going outside's rough, Mike. I don't know. No, I think this has a high potential to be like another who gives a shit moment, where it's like no one cares and it's just there, and like, oh, I got an extra percent I didn't even notice.
So I think that there is a path that this becomes really important for some people. Like, not like a part of the game where people join up and they talk about their collections or how they build their collections. Like, I think there's a legitimate path to this being a really important part of the game, less about the collection bonus and how they perform in SO5 contests, but more just like people enjoying the collections that they built or seeing ones that other people have built. And I think that's a huge positive that you shouldn't care about, that you won't care about.
Yeah, I'm not going to give a shit. I think people will be excited. But those people were already excited to have a collection of their team.
Yeah, and I think this actually makes it more, because you'll be able to see them on the site.
Yeah, but you could have done that without impacting the gameplay. You could have given.
I hear that. I don't think it's going to affect the gameplay nearly as much.
You could have given Andy Black a page that showed his St. Louis FC 1 of 100 team, and then given him like a Purina dog food emoji, and dude would be like fist pumping and like tweeting out his dog emoji like he does with the hamburger. Like, you don't need to add gameplay for him to be excited. Like, I don't think this is making him more excited. I think he's already going to be excited, and it's just now like, now gets gameplay. Like he wouldn't have given a shit. Like he was going to do it regardless. I don't think.
I just don't think it's gonna. I don't think the gameplay changes. Honestly,
I don't think the gameplay changes either. But so in that situation,
you
why?
You think it's a negative?
Yeah, it is a negative, but it's not a negative enough that it's going to be super impactful. Like it's a negative, but it's not one that's like super impactful. Yeah, here's one for you, Larry.
I like this. Chani was saying once bundle sales for managers are introduced, it'll be fun buying whole collections.
Well, you can just go buy J League bundle right now, and you just bam 200 points.
No, but like you could buy like an entire team, like somebody's entire collection.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
You won't be first owner though.
You will not be first owner,
but it doesn't matter because you have the whole collection.
That is also valid.
Yeah. All right. Thank you to everyone for joining us.
When are you going to get suspended when I can run a show by myself? That's a better question.
It's not happening.
Wow.
I make the rules is the problem for you. Sorry.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'd have a great show.
Thank you to everybody for joining us. If you guys could please hit the like button on the video, that's always appreciated. Please subscribe to the SorareData YouTube channel if you have not already. You are somehow an hour and 6 minutes into this and not subscribed to the channel. I don't know what you're doing. So it's as simple as that. I'll be back tomorrow, I think, for office hours with Maxime. Sorare Andrews will be back as well. Off topic at the end of the week. We're back. Don't worry, we are back to the regular schedule. Thank you, everybody.
Back in the States yet?
I don't even know. Good point. So yeah, thank you to everybody, and I'll see you later. And Sean will see you next week unless he somehow gets his own show somewhere.